My name is Richard, the first time to see my channel used to review cartoon series, anime series, so something completely random, and today I'll be Crossing Swords original Hulu series, and oh my god, this series was completely hilarious. It's a show, it's all about robot chicken type of humor, but instead focus on the story of Patrick, this sort of squire who want to become a knight to help his kingdom and help the people around him, because Patrick is one of those type of people, is the most nicest, sweetest, purest person around the whole world. I think that's probably the most interesting thing about Patrick is the fact he decides to become a knight, not because he's just super nice, it's that he sort of feels guilty because he accidentally released a dragon around the city and killed hundreds of houses and people, and that sort of forced him to become a knight because he feels guilty. When he starts his journey to become a squire, you get sort of a lot of flashbacks why specifically he was meant for do this job, because he knows how to deal with people, especially his brothers and sisters who rob them, cheat on him, steal all the information. He does so many things that he knows how to deal with horrible criminal acts. And it makes sense, especially he's trying to keep his moral code intact, because every time the king tells him to do something horrible, not even that person deserve that kind of horrible things, he tried to convince the king, yeah, this is the wrong way, but he realized the king is not a good person either. In fact, the whole royal family are basically drug addicts, smoke addicts, sex addicts, and the people who just kind of spoil brats, doesn't know how to manage money, and you think they're the part of the most horrible royal people in the world, but no, their daughter is twice as worse because she is a teenager who is superficial and basically destroys more things than the royal family themselves. After all this, Patrick kind of found accidentally the original king who possibly died because the plague is still alive. The reason why the original king is not in charge is because his son pretty much locked them in the castle and told him, like, stay here because this the plague will murder you. And the old king believed him and stuck there for many years. Patrick had this sort of information, he easily used this to take down the old king and reestablish everything where it was. But he realized the old king is sort of crazy, so it makes sense why he locked up. Now he has information, basically can blackmail the new king anything he wants, but he doesn't. He is a nice person. Well, except for one, he blackmails him once just to save his brother because the king is sort of crazy also. So yeah, you can see how Patrick sort of evolves to be very noble, but at the same time using all the information, all the tricks, all everything just to make the king be honest. You love about that, especially you have an assassin who trying to kill the royal family. Now he had to figure out how to deal with the assassin. You realize what the assassin trying to do is set a new world order because they want to rule it and fix everything. But the sick twisted part is, you think it would be noble to kill all the kings, but at the same time, the assassin is sort of messed up too. So yeah, it doesn't make sense. You love it. Kind of Patrick got stick in the middle of the whole thing is ask him to join him to become and murder all the royal family and clean everything up. But at the same time, he can't do that. He basically made a promise to the king to always serve him. But at the same time, it makes sense to kill the king because he's a horrible person. But it became more complicated because of all the political things around the castle. So yeah, you can see him sort of dealing with this morals back and forth. Should I not? It made Patrick a very interesting character. The king himself is probably the most finest character next to the queen because how rich he is, how convoluted something like the things he does. He used to so easily be tricked to steal all his money, all the stupid stuff. You won't believe what he does. And you see how Patrick reaction to everything. He trying to, okay, right now you're the king. I've loved that Patrick is more like a conscious to the king, that he not realize he using that for that simple reason. You think the king is, you are just my slave, just do what I want. But in the end, Patrick is not anything. He's just basically his guardian angel trying to explain to him this is wrong. And the king won't listen because he completely spoiled. That's the best way to describe the king. It's sort of fascinating how this sort of mirrors of the society we have right now. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But besides that, I think one more thing that was sort of interesting and fascinating is the stop motion animation they have. One of the most amazing thing I have ever seen, because it's not the first time I see stop motion. This is it's one of those best examples is someone who has a lot of experience know what to do with this sort of wooden toys, because they're super simple, but the things they make them do, how they fight, how they walk. I think one of the big examples is Patrick tried to run away with this Minotaur, but he uses the stairs, how he rides the stairs on the side, and you see how the camera moves turn a certain way, and I never thought that. It just really impressed me how they use the camera and use the advantages of the toys. It just wow, I mean, all the creative angles, all the things they can do. I think one of the biggest examples is how the dragon flies. It's just so, it's stop motion. It's just, you see how much love and endearing they have making this type of show. And it just blows me away. Especially when the dragon trying to break fire, basically it's cotton candy, just look like red. It's sort of creative what they do with this. It's one of those like, wow, they have a lot of passion. Yeah, I love about that. Now, the only complaint I have about this series is the fact I think this show didn't need all 10 episodes, just needed maybe 7 episodes, because the story is not that long, just condensed to 7. But because the comedy is just so funny that I didn't really mind. Besides that, I got nothing else to say. Just thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.